sunshine on that was brighter than the no sunshine outside. Here's my nest that I sleep in. All the crumpled blankets. Thank you so much. On my last vlog, someone commented, oh please, duvet covers, duvet covers. I told you guys this a while ago. I'm over it. I'm over the duvet covers. I do have an idea for a replacement for what I'm gonna do, some quilted things, but I'm almost certain that I had posted a video of me doing some kind of reset or whatever, and I was like, why do I have to go through this pain? This is so annoying. The buttons on these duvet covers, taking it on and off, like what a pain in the butt. Like, is it worth the constant struggle? Anyway, so at that point I had boycotted my duvet cover. Just left it off. And because we've been sleeping with 2 blankets, we just have these little mini guys, and I just throw those in the washer. And that's just how we've been living. So I'm quitting duvet covers. I simply just don't want it a part of my cleaning schedule. It drives me insane. So I wanted to just, this new year, I had said that one of my New Year's goals was to focus on rest and being rested and sleep quality and sleeping more and being more of a peaceful human. And I'm really happy. Honestly, I've been doing that. I've been doing my yoga teacher training course, learning lots through that. And I've also been trying to do different things. Like I bought an app blocker where I've been blocking literally my apps. I can't open them. I can't doom scroll, and I set myself on a schedule. So in the mornings, like now, I've been having peaceful little mornings, and at night when it's time to go to bed, it just whoop, you're now blocked. Good night, goodbye. Oh, it's been so helpful. And the other thing that's actually been really highly suggested from you guys is to try like an alarm clock. And I'm not gonna lie, this one was gifted. So I have the Hatch alarm clock that I'm testing this morning for the first time. And I have to say, off the top, I'm annoyed that it's a subscription, just like the Aura Ring, where you spend money on something, you buy the product, and then you still have to buy the monthly subscription. I get it for like my Peloton treadmill, okay? I saw a TikTok video of someone talking about vehicle subscriptions, and it was like a subscription to have heated seats, a subscription for this. We have a million different TV shows. I'm so over. I kind of, when you just get in those moods where you're like, wah, delete all of them, delete everything. Oh my God. It's far too early to be having this discussion. We're far too uncaffeinated to be having this discussion. So anyway, it was annoying to like see that it was a subscription, but it's fine. If it's worth it for you, then that's great. So the little Hatch alarm clock, cute. You download the app and you kind of, I didn't know this. I literally thought it was going to be like a sunshine alarm clock, like waking you up with the sun. I actually didn't know that it was all of the things. I truly hadn't looked deeply into it before. It's a full sound system of all things. So the subscription is like for the sleeping sounds. They have guided meditations. There's different alarms. You can choose different sun settings. You can set your different schedules for like all the days of the week. So like on the days of the week where Dan and I have to get up at 4:45 a.m. you can put that in the schedule. So that was kind of cool. I was pleasantly surprised to see that actually. And last night before bed, I listened to a little sound bath, and I really enjoyed it. Could you do all of these things like on YouTube? Yes, but the point is that you're able to like put your phone away and your schedule starts and you go to bed and you're like, yeah. And you just press the button to start your meditation and then it puts you to sleep. It's very nice. And it's a white noise machine. It plays white noise. So all these things I had no idea. It was so fun. I will say though that I'm someone who's like very sensitive to light. Like the millisecond that the sun breaches the horizon, my eyes are open. Like I have to have my room in total full blackout in order for me to stay asleep. And I do sleep with an eye mask to try to prevent that. But without fail, my eye mask falls off in the middle of the night. So every morning when there's a little crack just cracking through our blackout blinds, it wakes me up. It's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna have to adjust that setting because the second the light turned on for like the pre-sunrise vibe, it's like acting the natural timing of a sunrise or whatever. I was like, oh no, I'm up now far before my alarm is meant to go off. So I'm gonna have to change that little light setting and just speed up that gradual sunrise. So there's my very thorough first impression on the little Hatch alarm clock. Thanks for the recommendation. And good morning to you. Another piece of my morning routine that I've changed thanks to you guys was keeping our heated floors on. I had asked you, I'm like, is this not dangerous? Is this dangerous to leave our heated floors on all the time? And so many of you were like, absolutely not. Schedule ours. We never turn ours off. And I was like, what a treat. I have to thank you so much because it's actually changed. It has changed my winter life. Walking into a toasty, warm bathroom is something I've never experienced in my life. Like leaving the heated, right now, my toesies, my little crinkle toesies are on this heated floor and it is so warm. And it has made cold winter mornings so much less miserable, especially when we're doing those early mornings. So I have to thank you guys. And another little hack that I've been doing is I lay out my workout clothes
on said heated floor. And it's like, you know, when you pull something out of a dryer, like a towel or a fresh sweater, and it's out of the dryer and it's so warm, like that is what the experience has been every morning, picking these up and putting it onto my chilly little sleepy body. I mean, you changed my life every single day, but like this was a big one. This was a big one. It's so warm. It's so warm.
I did that terrible thing where I opened the email app and had a little heart attack and was like, you know what? I need to tackle this right now before I do anything else. So I just took myself to a little treadmill power hour and got some great steps in this morning and tackled some work just to get the day started, which is nice. But now I've got about 5 minutes to just put a quick little face on because I've got a meeting, and you know those morning meetings where the camera is on and you're like, I could go naked faced with this, but I would just like to feel a little bit more fabulous. So here's my true 5-minute makeup. If I can talk through it, Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint, obviously. My little Valentino brow. I find if I just like focus on the skin and my brows, the rest is kind of fine. So just making sure I have a little skin tint on to even out the skin tone, and then like a good brow, little juicy lip, usually we're good to go. And this little 5-minute face happens far more often than I would like to admit. It's almost like a nice treat where you have a lot of time to get ready, or you're getting ready for like a special occasion or an event or something, because you're like, oh, I have so much time. This is so nice. When I'm just doing my usual everyday makeup, it's like, how fast can I shove this on my face? And I feel like that's probably the case for most people. It's like, just give me the quickie, you know? Little brow gel. In these moments, this is where I also love a lip stain, because I just know that it's gonna go on and I don't have to worry about it. So this is my Wonder Skin Whimsical, and it's nice and light, so it just feels a little bit more natural and suitable for like a quickie natural makeup. If I want something a little bit more bold, I'll put a deeper lip on, but usually this is good. I also think it's an art. Talking through this and talking through lip liner, are you kidding me? You may call me a ventriloquist. The other beauty of working from home and doing Zoom meetings is that you don't have to fully get dressed and fully think about an outfit. Nobody knows what I'm wearing on my pants, okay? New blush discovery. I took myself to Sephora again after we've just been talking all about the pale makeup life, and I thought to myself, I have the Merit Bespoke lip liner. I didn't realize there was a blush. Someone mentioned that, whether it was a comment or a DM, whatever. Someone sent it and said, oh my gosh, the Bespoke blush is so nice. And I was like, they have a blush too? How did I not realize that? I'm certain at some point I've had all of the Merit blushes, so LOL at me and my wasteful credit card. But I went and picked up Bespoke, and it is such a pretty shade. It's a little bit deeper, but it's still on that kind of, like it's more of a berry brown. It's not too warm, it's not too red, it's not too pink, you know? It's actually a really nice in between and very pretty. Another fabulous option if you're looking for one. Not that we've already discussed this in abundance at this point, but just a little blush and then a little bit of concealer on top. I had a pretty nasty breakout this week, and I usually always do, unfortunately, right before I get my period. Like, it's just kind of unavoidable, and it's usually around my chin. Like, I just get a heavy breakout here, and I try to avoid it with like eating certain foods and being mindful of certain things on certain times during my cycle, and like having a little bit more rest. But alas, sometimes you just can't beat Mother Nature. She is an unbeatable creature. Anyway, yeah, just a little concealer. Mainly to brighten up the eyes, honestly. If you put a little bit of concealer just right in there, it's like, instantly look more awake. Sometimes it's a little bit too much and you just end up looking like a little robot, but pat that in. I always go back over with my blush brush so it doesn't look too wild. Little spritz to give me life. Wipe off the lip stain. If you have dry lips, sometimes it gets in there a little bit, but it still does look so good. Oh, I love that color so much. Some people are like, oh, it looks a little bit patchy, it's a little bit too intense. Honestly, it's just how you apply it. Like, I could be a lot more soft with how I apply that and a little bit more specific with my placement, but usually it's just it's just thrown on in the manner in which you've seen. Then we have our Bobbi Brown Fresh Bare Lilac Gloss. Ugh, are you kidding me? A fresh Victoria Beckham Pearl Highlight. Oh my goodness. The everyday makeup lineup is looking clean and crisp for spring, y'all. Just a little bit of that goes a long way on the cheekbones. And then a little mascara. I've gone through phases where I'm not wearing mascara at all during the day. I just find sometimes, maybe also it's continuing into this embracing the paleness, where it just helps. It's a little pick-me-up to make your eyes look brighter and wider and more awake. So a little bit of the brown mascara does wonders.
So does some fresh Botox, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, I washed my hair last night, which is very unlike me. I usually wash my hair in the morning, but I am now thanking myself that my hair is at least clean. Now, I'm gonna keep my leggings on the bottom, because nobody can see that, and I'm gonna throw a sweater on, and we're ready to go. I'm not gonna lie, this is the sweater that I have been wearing the most, truly, out of anything, and I hate to annoy you because it is old. It's old from Massimo Dutti. I bought it in December when we were in London, in store, and I never saw it online. I never found it online. I think maybe I did find like the UK link, but otherwise it is old. And it's just one of those sweaters that's perfect. It's the perfect crop, perfect color. I'm so sorry. I'll link some other options below, but this is she. Whoa, business on the top, partay on the bottom. And that, my friends, is the definition of a 5-minute makeup. You're welcome. The real question is, do I have time to make a protein coffee? Because that's what I'm craving. Get it in my mouth. Milk, chocolate, protein. Time. Okay. 3 minutes. I'm sorry. Let me just try and be a little bit more peaceful. This is so unpeaceful, isn't it? I'm just thrilled that I got some steps in and my makeup on. That doesn't usually happen for me first thing in the morning, honestly. Zun, 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 zun. This is my favorite room in the house, by the way. The brightest room. Good morning. Meeting's done, time to eat. I have been hyperfixating on avocado toast, which I haven't done in a really long time. I just had a craving. Dan bought a giant loaf of sourdough and I've been eating it every day. And honestly, most of the time it's just because like I just refuse to spend the money that it costs to buy avocados. I mean, like sometimes an avocado is $4.50. I'm like, in what world? In what world? I refuse. I'll stick to my goat meal. But Dan had fresh sourdough. There were some ripe avocados at the grocery store, and I was like, you know what? If the shoe fits. So I've been eating it every morning, and it's been so beautiful. I got some little broccoli sprouts. Got my little chili crisp on top. Oh, it's so good. And to keep it with the program, I'm doing egg whites. Hurry up! And I have to say it because it's something. Ah! Perfect. I'm not even showing you my magic. There we go. Fun fact for you, I actually don't like avocado. I need to mask avocado with lots of salt and other flavor. I only eat it because it's good for me, okay? But it's like a texture thing. It's like a booger thing. I don't know. It's just, maybe I'm allergic. Anyway, I put the layer of salt on the avocado and then salt my eggs again on top. This only happens when I am recording. When I press record, all hell breaks loose and I feel like I just don't function as a normal human. Like, it's all for the comedy, isn't it? Okay. Now for the chili crisp. It's so good. And the broccoli sprouts. It's perfection. And it tastes even better than it looks. Now I just want to mention for anyone who's like, you can't have coffee on an empty stomach. Blah, blah. I had an apple and a hard-boiled egg when I first came downstairs. I also mixed my pre-workout, but I didn't actually end up working out because like I mentioned, I opened my emails and was like, I just need to deal with this. And I had to take my laptop and hit the walking pad and just have that moment. Because to be honest, the last couple weeks have just been a little bit busy work-wise, which is great. It's like booked and busy time. But sometimes I know that can be so annoying. Like as a viewer and as a consumer, sometimes when you just see like the influencers that you're watching upload a bunch of ads, you can be like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. And I totally get that. But also there are so many months that go by, so many videos, so many pieces of content where there's not a single ad. Like I post organic content as well, okay? And some seasons are just busier than others, especially for me. Like there are so many times where I'll go through like an entire 31 videos of Everyday May and every single video of Landmas, and there's not a single piece of sponsored content. So sometimes they can just be busier than others, and sometimes no matter how hard you try to like line it up with the scheduling, sometimes there's back and forth, sometimes there's revisions and there's edits from the brand, and things end up being posted closer together than you had originally wanted or intended to. So this is one of those times right now where it's just a little bit busier. We have a few more campaigns that we've been working on, which is like so exciting. And you guys are always very sweet and kind to me. And especially like, you know, this last week when I was filming the Orabella. Oh my God,
was so excited because you guys know I'm just like, I'm such a fan, and sometimes there's also new products that I've been really excited about, and we filmed, or like we made a really fun video for Kerastase, and you know, sometimes when things are posted back to back, I'm like, oh, I hate that. I literally hate posting ads back to back, but sometimes it's just out of my hands in terms of scheduling and how it ends up, or again, sometimes it's delayed. Like technically my Orabella content, we reshot it. I had originally taken that while we were in Palm Springs and it was supposed to go up then. We ended up having to reshoot it, which is like so not ideal, especially when things are busy, but because of that, you know, it just, sometimes it happens the way it happens, and I hope that you guys, I'm like, oh, I sometimes feel ill about it, where like, I don't mean for it to be this way, but sometimes it just happens that way. And then we have a lot of travel coming up, and there's just a few things I needed to work on, and just like, yeah, it's a busy time, but it's exciting, and I get so grateful that I have these opportunities to work with brands that I love and feature frequently, and just like really there's so much like organic overlap. And I know you guys know, like my OG people know, but truly the brands that we work with are like the brands that I love, the products that I love and feature regularly, and every once in a while there's new brands being introduced. And like, for example, in beauty, oh my, I haven't even talked to you guys about in beauty, but I had bought the exfoliating pads myself. I was doing a little haul and I had ordered them, and then they reached out for a campaign. They're like, hey, we'd love for you to try our new vitamin C serum and our new face cream. And I was like, send it on over. Looked up the brand, looked great, the products looked great, made for sensitive skin. I was like, perfect, let me try it. They're delightful, they're beautiful. So I've been filming those over the last few weeks, and it's just, you know, anyway, all of that before I even have breakfast in my mouth. I need to eat. Hello everybody, coming at you from the future in real time. I just need to say that you did actually just witness a partial Menti P, as per usual. Sometimes when things just get busy, I just kind of lose it, and I don't know, I get really scatterbrained, and I don't know like what to tackle. My to-do list is very long, and I just kind of go, you know, it's like the paralysis of things to do. So that happened here. So actually these two vlogs that you're about to see combined, neither of them were completed, but I also wanted to like not leave you hanging without a little weekly vlog. So I'm just happily combining the two essences of these. So it was just a little sweet at-home day hanging out. And then I had started filming a spring beauty refresh video. I got my hair done and I got a little touch up on some treatments, and then the schedule happened as it did, and I just never completed it. And I also haven't completed my spring refresh, to be honest. I didn't do my nails, I haven't done anything else. I've just been, well, here, soaking in my sweat. So I just wanted to say that now we're gonna go into our beauty spring refresh and just enjoy these two moments, my little appointment update, if you will. Then you'll all be caught up. All right, guys. Hi. Here with Armene, ready to do the spring refresh, which, as you commented, the hair's looking fab.
I know,
honestly.
our year before photos were literally.
I feel like this is a better before.
You also like don't come in with your hairstyles.
That's true. I'm always sweaty when I come to you. You know, you're such a magician with blending. You do such a good job with like doing these lived in highlights, but just bringing it up, because now my root's growing out.
Yeah.
And then it just gets a little warm. Just maybe a little toner.
Are we happy with the amount of foils? Like how the amount of lightness in here? Do we want more?
I'm happy with the lightness, unless you feel like
do you want to be
lighter for spring? Like when we take our group photos, I'm always depressed.
Because we're all dark?
Yeah.
So you want to be dark?
What do you feel?
I don't know, I love you like this, and I also like when you're a touch lighter. What if we just take you like a touch lighter today?
Even like just around the face, maybe.
Just like really soft pieces. Maybe I'll like tip out a few pieces here just to get a little bit of brightness, but that's it.
Okay,
aligned. I feel like this looks good, and I'll just soften like that.
Yeah, it's just that bit right there. Yeah. All right, look at that root.
Get rid of that. Let's do it.
Okay. Also, just look at Armene's hair, looking gorgeous as always.
This is a blowout from Saturday night.
Oh, so good.
You know, if you just don't brush it, it's fine.
Also, has the vlog seen your ring?
I don't know.
You guys, Armene's getting married. Show off that rock. I love it. Dear Milos, fabulous job.
He did good.
Fabulous. Wifey. Okay, let's dive in. I've been baking. Look at that.
I thought you said I've been vaping.
I have been vaping in the salon. No, look at those streaky streaks. Oh my god. What was that? That was crazy.
Have you never seen it? Oh, I guess you haven't.
No, you kind of always just take it out while I'm up there.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna rinse and put a toner in. You make it look so healthy.
Your hair is healthy.
Oh my god. Oh my. Absolutely nailed it, as always. Did some little brighter money pieces in the front. Fresh layers. Oh my god. Hair's looking fresh, guys. It's time to go see Dr. Blesney. All right, arguably the biggest transformation in this spring refresh journey is seeing Dr. Blesney for a touch-up on the bobo. On the bobo. Listen, if you know, you know. For those of you who partake in the bobo, you know that once it's gone, it's gone. As far as all the treatments that I do and get done and the things that make the biggest difference, like the biggest visible difference, obviously like lasers are nice for tackling like dark spots and skin texture and all that, but for the most like fresh and awake look, like the before and after Botox is like the thing that you get the biggest bang for your buck, in my opinion. So I always get a little bit, you know, I don't go fully frozen, but to each their own. But I always like just a little bit in my forehead, and I always get a little bit of an eyebrow lift, and it just makes me feel more awake and alive, and you know, definitely gonna make me feel more fresh for spring. And it's been almost 5 full months, and yeah, she's gone. She's gone. So if I do this like twice a year is usually what I'm aiming for. But some people get it as often as every 3 months. So it just depends how your body metabolizes it and how you feel. But yeah, like if I'm looking for a refresh and I want to feel awake looking, I go for the big bobo. You know. Well, Dr. Blesney, everyone.
Yes.
Back in the hot
We're
seat.
back. But you look so glowy and gorgeous.
Thank you so much. Oh, I've been embracing my pale.
Oh, I love this.
You're actually my inspo.
Thank you.
It's like the clearest fair skin I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, there's not a lot of sun that hits the skin anymore. Or I've lasered off any signs of sun damage that have hit the skin, so you can never tell.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Indian Wells, I was thinking of you the whole time.
Oh, I went there once and it was like actually stressful for me.
Oh, I bet.
Because you can't like put up a big umbrella, but like you got the hat, but it can't be that. You're like sitting duck in the sun.
Total baking for hours.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know. I need to be strategic about like the shaded side. Like there's one.
Yes, but you're doing great.
Oh.
This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing Botox today.
Mm-hmm.
She has a few more thoughts of other treatments. I feel like every time you're like, so there's this new one, and you should try this.
And she's a baby stepper, and I'm also like, it can't be too painful. We know this. You should like a little, and you look amazing. So this is, listen, it's all just little tweaks or things. If you say, what could I do for this? I let you know what you theoretically could do.
Totally. When I hit 35, you're gonna be like, so.
Like, and here's the list. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
We just.
But she did mention the chin. It's honestly, I didn't think about it until I saw the few clips of me crying, and then it was all I could see on my chin was like just my curdling chin.
Curdling chin, I like that.
It curdles.
It curdles. It's a good term, but
so what's happening?
So yes, the mentalis muscle, this little muscle, on some people can be quite strong, and over time, as you lose like volume, lose a bit of collagen, when that muscle pulls, you can see it get. There we go. Look at that. It gets like a little. It is a little orange peely. Orange peel chin is the affectionate name. You get the little dimples, and that can become more prominent over time. So, and we also discussed that for the chin over time, you can just relax fully down. The chin will also kind of come up and in, and like kind of that witch's chin. And so Botox in the chin is very easy. Doesn't look like much has been done, but it softens, relaxes, and smooths out your chin. And so some people really have an active mentalis muscle, and it'll be like dimpling, and
it says it shakes.
At times, and so this will help relax it.
And so she's mentioned this to me before, but I didn't notice it. It has gotten more intense anyway, so we're gonna try that today.
And we'll take another crying video and see.
Oh my god.
So Botox here to soften, a little bit of lift, a little bit of smoothening, but we call it baby Botox because we do a light dose on it. Like, so you can see this. We're trying to prevent the 11s from getting etched in over time. And you can relax. And so when we treat here, we get like a little bit of gentle lift. It can be in the order of like 1 to 2 millimeters, but people like the little brow lift that you can get from Botox. So that's why we treat there. We do also treat the tail of your brow,
And you know,
Which I love.
a little bit of the arch and the like lift in the brow, and it depends on the person's brow shape if that's right for you.
Yeah.
But for you, we
because my brow is straight.
Yeah.
Across, and so just that little like the ponytail lift is my favorite.
Yeah, the ponytail lift. Yeah. And then in your forehead, we do the tiniest dose on the order of like 2 units, but I sprinkle it around. I dilute it to spread it around. Sprinkle a little bit just to soften the start. Can you lift up? The start of those lines, and I don't want to take away the movement on you because that's like you have to animate and show your emotion, but we smooth it out. And then also a little bit of a sprinkle of Botox can help with skin quality, kind of just gives it like a little bit of smoothing effect. And so that's how we approach your forehead.
That's totally what happens. Your forehead does look so much smoother actually in texture after.
Yeah, like the texture does improve, and there's studies on treating even like oil glands and rosacea with Botox. So there's lots of alternative skin quality improvements you can see. So that's why I do like just a touch in your forehead, but not so much to take away the lines fully or take away the movement, but just to soften.
Yeah, because I can still lift my eyebrows and still have mobility in my face after, which is always nice. I think I've done Botox once where I like couldn't move and it felt horrible. It was weird.
Yeah, we have to go. Yeah,
I need to lift my eyes.
You're like, I cannot move. I try to undertreat if anything those areas.
Yeah, but that's also why you can come more frequently.
So when you tell me, why is it not lasting a year? And I'm like, because we don't want it to last.
She was like, girl, it's been 5 months. What do you mean? I was like, I was here yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
all right, let's get started.
Let's get smooth.
Okay.
Oh my god, you guys, that was the craziest feeling.
It was one little tiny bump.
I know, but I
felt it. It's really neat for you.
But here's the immediately after.
Yeah.
Just a few pokes.
Yeah, I didn't even really wipe those. They almost looks like nothing's happened.
Yeah. Which is crazy. So good. And then, you know, within 2 weeks, we'll be lifted and Roy and Toy.
All right. Yeah. Keep me posted.
Okay.
All right. Nice to see you.
Oh, hello again. Here we are back again. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that spring beauty refresh. If you would also like to let me know if there's anything that you're doing, because now at this time it is officially spring and we can finally golf off and be excited for the new season. But there's certainly some other things that I would have loved to do to just really feel complete, because now here I am in the future on my travels and I am incomplete. My nails are nasty. My toes are nasty. I didn't do the little laser hair removal plan that I had told myself I was gonna do. You know, it's just, we'll continue this journey together, but just wanted to wrap up this little weekly vlog. Thanks for hanging out with me. And then in the next couple of vids, you'll see our little fun, crazy travel schedule unfold. And to you, I say, hello from Miami. Okay, love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye!